about these bandits, handling the issue of bandits, should be introduction of dialogue first.
Finally, the truth about terrorist organization called Bandit, which is the name that is underplayed by Nigeria, and it has been confirmed that this organization has been tagged terrorist since the regime of Buhari, but they underplayed it, they swept it under the carpet and continue to negotiate with them. But right now, it has been exposed that Yerima Shetima or Shetima Yerima from Zamfara State has actually called Tinubu to not kill the terrorist organization called the Bandit. Rather, he should negotiate with them. What does that tell you? It is an evidence that these politicians are the ones who are actually sponsoring this terrorist organization in the north. And that is exactly the reason why this guy has come to expose himself, because he wants to, just like Gumi, you will understand that there are many people, many politicians in the north who are actually working with the bandit, and that is the reason why Bandit is continuing killing people. But there is a man called Bulama. Bulama has exposed them all. Bulama has, he said that the activities of this bandit is activities of terrorists, and that is the reason why they made a move to make sure they were tagged terrorists, and they were indeed tagged terrorists. But at the end of the day, Nigerians are downplaying it. The regime of Buhari was downplaying it. Now Yerima has come out to say Tinubu not to kill these people, but rather he should start negotiating with them. But now the question that people are asking, why are these bandits not tracked down and they actually, be destroyed? If they were able to go to outside the country to track Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, but they could not track the terrorists in their backyard. Then Bukarti, who is a man who spoke so eloquently, exposed every activities of these people and their sponsorship, and said that it is possible to track these people down. It is easy to track them down because they are using SIM card. If the security are able to track somebody who spoke against Buhari's wife in down and got him arrested, that they could track anybody down in Nigeria, including the terrorists, but they do not have the willingness to do so because this is a conspiracy and it is an institution. I want you to listen to it by yourself, then you will judge.
Issue of Zamfara, like you rightly said, I'm now a father in Zamfara. And even Mr. President, in my interaction this morning, or this afternoon, has requested me to put my best to ensure that there is stability in the state. And that is what we are doing already. And by the grace of God, we will come together and you see that all the crises that are going on will be over. And I keep on saying that the best way to go about these bandits, handling the issue of bandits, should be introduction of dialogue first. But as I said, if that fails, then the government will go all out to eliminate them. Why I say we should start discussing with them is to avoid the collateral damages that may come up if intensive and extensive military operations are directed. But that should be the last option. You look at World War I and World War II. The wars were not ended in the battlefield. They were ended on the table. They had to negotiate. So negotiation is part of governance. Once you negotiate with your enemies, you will end up pleasing them. Some of them, like I said, the reason for doing it are two: ignorance and poverty. So what you need to do is to identify what you can do to salvage these people and make sure that they are reintegrated back into society.
That's Senator Sani Yarima. He's a former governor of Zamfara State who also represented Zamfara State in the National Assembly as a federal lawmaker. Well, after that, today is the very first time President Tinubu will be meeting service you've seen the appointment The president met with the new service chiefs and has asked them to work as a team, underscoring that there is work to be done. The president said to the service chiefs that when he met them alongside with the National Security Advisor and Badu and the new service chief for the first time, he said that they should work together, and he has given assurances that if they work together, the task will be done. The NSA conveyed the president's assurances to the service chief, and they have his unwavering support. That is the commitment they said they extracted from the president. Let me allow you to listen to the NSA, Uhuru Badu.
Well, we are here to thank Mr. President for the opportunity he gave us to serve our country and to serve his own government. We thank him very much. We also pledge our loyalty to him and to Nigeria and Nigerians. We believe that the choice he made is the right one, the correct one. And we know what he wants for this country. We are going to work tirelessly to ensure that we accomplish that objective of securing our country, establishing peace, stability, and let's get our lives back. He gave us the assurance that he is with us 100%. He told us that we must work as a team, and there is a work to be done. He will expect us to deliver. And you can see already things are improving in our country. If you see the record of crimes and activities of the criminals, it's going down. It will continue to go down. We will secure this place. Nigerians have seen the quality of people that are given opportunity. They are probably some of the best we have, and they are not going to fail you.
Sharing what's there. If this country is secured, it'll be good for everyone, isn't it? So let's get talking about how these dreams or these promises can be achieved. Well, this is not the first time we are hearing promises from those who have been appointed into office. And no, nobody here is a naysayer, and nobody here is a pessimist. But look, we need to look at and assess what has been done. In the past, we've seen it, we've heard it, but things have gone wrong. Let's look at what has been said today and look at the task at hand. To discuss these issues, I have two experienced personalities, a retired group captain in the Air Force, Group Captain Sodiq Shehu, joins us live here in our studio. He's been to several operations across this country, one of those valiant and very agile military officers coming out of the Nigerian military. Thanks so much, Group Captain, for joining us.
It's a pleasure. Sure.
And I have a scholar whose major attention is on extremism in Nigeria and in Africa. Mr. Bulama Bukati, who is also a lawyer. Thank you so much, my friend, Mr. Bukati, for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Shaun.
I appreciate it. Let's begin first and foremost. We'll begin from what Senator Yerima has said. And I want to assume that you know him very well. And there are a lot of people who are drawn a history of banditry, especially in Zamfara. There are a lot of people who say, well, if it's within that corridor, that the problem of banditry started to spread around the northwest region. But Senator Yerima and the issue of banditry, if he speaks, is it the kind of person we should listen to?
Well, having been the governor of Zamfara State, when the banditry started, he's in a position to be listened to as to what he said. But again, each person will have his own experience. He was the governor. I think if I had the full interview, he said he had success of negotiating with the bandits during his time. And that's why he thinks that the governor that came after him did not succeed in the negotiation. That is the experience of Sani Yerima Bakura when he was governor. However, again, in discussing this banditry issue, we've heard other governors in the Northwest, like the governor of Katsina, who have had their own experience of trying to negotiate with these bandits. What